What's up, y'all? This is Daniel. We're proud of the Southland Kennels. Before I go into the video, I just wanted to make a short clip letting everybody know that's interested in pups that I will be making a week 2 update video this weekend. But what I wanted to show y'all right now is some of the work that Nealon does with us. So we kind of had a little training session that I wanted to catch on film. We had our biggest chickens that are new to the property get out as I was working on the coop. Didn't think it was a big deal at first, but they kept roaming further and further away, so I decided that I wanted to do some training with Nealon on them chickens. So I just want to let everybody know before I play the clips. I thought I was going to be able to do it raw and uncut, because before, when the flock was familiar with him and he was familiar with them, everything went a lot smoother. But this one didn't go as smooth because the chickens kind of view him as a threat because they're not familiar with him, so they all spread out. He was able to run them out, and we got the rooster, but some of the hens are still hunkered down in the trees, in the brush right now. So I just want to let everyone know, kind of what was going on. And I'm pretty sure I touched on that in some of the clips, but it was hard for me to film everything while Nealon was trying to do his job, so it made it a little more difficult. But in the future, we're going to continue to work with him with this new flock. We got 3 different ages of birds right now. 2 of them are kind of familiar with him, and this oldest bunch that we just got is not familiar with him at all. So it made it a little more difficult, but it does show the attributes that Nealon has. He does possess prey drive, but he knows when to turn it off. He knows that them chickens are not dinner. But the chickens at this point, those chickens don't know that. He knows that. It's basically the only way I can explain it. I'm not very, very experienced on years and years at this, but it's something that we've been working with Nealon on for a couple of years, and finally got him to realize that, hey, the chickens are they're not to be had for dinner. Once he learned that, everything went a lot smoother, and he started doing it on his own, really. I started watching him, and then when we would have chickens at the end of the night, we let them free range, and when some of them started wanting to roost in trees and things like that, then he'd basically go run them back to the coop. So I'll let y'all see what he done and how it went. Like I said, it wasn't perfect by any means, but it does show some of the work that he can do for us. And if anyone's interested in dogs for that, any kind of similar purpose, it's possible with this breed. And that's just what I wanted to showcase for y'all. I hope y'all enjoy. Doing some work on the chicken coop and my biggest birds. I got 1 rooster and 5 hens that kind of got out, and I haven't had them down here long, so they're not really familiar with the area, and I really don't need them to run off and get away. They've just been in the coop for 3 or 4 days, so I usually like to keep them in there for 2 or 3 weeks and let them know that this is their safe spot. But they got out. I was in there fixing their nesting boxes in the roost, and that door kind of came open pretty quick, so I wanted to film, see if I could film Nealon in action. So I'm gonna go get Nealon and see if we can get them chickens back up to the coop and kind of let y'all see what he does for me. All right, there's Nealon, fixing to let him out. He's aware that the chickens are out, and he's been running the fence line, so he's done wore himself out a little bit. I've tried to let them see if they'd stay close, but they keep running off, so we're gonna see what he can do. Try to do this uncut, so just bear with me. I don't want to edit it. All right, let's go get them chickens. Here he goes. Goes right to them. Excuse the mess I got down here. Let's see what he does. Come on, Nealon, round them up, buddy. Bring them back, Nealon, come on. Bring them down here. See, he circled around them wide. He's running them back down the hill right now. Here comes some of them. There he comes. So he's running that rooster back. Nealon! No, boy. Usually he don't attack the chickens. They start getting flustered, he does, but that's just him working. Now Now the chicken's in the dog yard. So he'll circle that. He's on that rooster. That rooster's kind of mean, so he may give Nealon a run for his money. He may try to fight back. Come on, Nealon. Let's get these hens, boy. All right, I got his attention broke from that rooster. See if he can run these hens out of the trees. He's been away from them for a minute. He's found them. So let's see, here he goes. He's running them out. Whew, he's focusing on that rooster. Get there and get him, boy. Go get him. All right, he's found them again. Stay up on the hill, boy. He ran that one out. All right, he's up on the hill somewhere. See some movement. And what he does is he runs them back. Eventually, once they get familiar with him, then they'll kind of learn where he wants them to stay. All right, so he's gonna run that one back over there with the rooster. See if I can get up here to this rooster before he goes. So Nealon got him trapped. Yeah, he ran him again. He wore himself out right there. Is the rooster. I believe the rooster's wore out. I'm gonna get in here and try to catch him. No, there he goes. It's hard to film and do this at the same time. He'll actually catch him sometimes for me. But the roosters and the chickens have to be familiar with the dog just as much as the dog familiar with the chicken. All right, I know that was not pretty, but this rooster doesn't really know his safe spot, which is his coop. As you can see, Nealon doesn't want to attack. He likes to round them up and get them trapped. And when he's real familiar with the chickens and they're familiar with him, they'll lay down and he can actually hold on to them for me without biting them, just with his chin and his shoulders there. But you know, like I said, it's just as important for the hens and the roosters to be comfortable with the dog. And these are full-grown roosters and hens, and they've never seen him before, so they're a little unsure of him. But once the younger chicks get of age, they're already comfortable with him to where they'll just roam around with him. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of some of the work that he does. Some people might not think that this is useful for anything, but right now, as we're starting our chicken business up, this is the only full-grown rooster I got, and those hens are the only ones laying, so I need fertilized eggs as much as possible. We'll see if we can get him to get them hens up. If I can film it, I will, but it kind of makes it a lot more difficult to try to film while all this is going on. Got a little chaotic there for a second. Quit now. I'm gonna go put this rooster up and then we're gonna get back at it. All right, it took us a little while, but they're all here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. We got them all rounded up.